Hi everyone. So we're keeping it real today. This is the real working side of my craft room. So after a couple of journal pages, that is what my desk looks like. So you can see my piece of real estate work way over there. And then what I really love to do, all the crafting. So my desk needs work, but I wanted to make sure to do this today since I'm late to the game already anyway. Look what arrived at my front door today. Ta-da! This is the Hobonichi weeks that I got for my husband is in here, as well as the graph paper Hobonichi notebooks and 2 new covers for my stash that I just couldn't pass up for this year. So let me do the unboxing for what came so far. So I want to say I placed this order middle of last week, and today is Monday. I live in Texas and these ship from Japan. I want to say it was about 5 days. So that was really, really good timing. There's a reason why the shipping costs so much, but at the same time, they are very efficient and get it here very quickly. So now I'm going to go into the detail of the unboxing. This is my 2020 haul for the Hobonichi. This year it came in this really bright green box that everybody's been showing, so I'm just going to pull out my products one by one. This is the first year that I've ever bought an A5 size. So this is the clear cover on cover for it. I thought I would try it as for my Bible journaling. So this one I needed to be a little larger than the A6 size just for daily journaling. What I love about the clear cover on cover is it has this vinyl opening in the back that makes that back pocket accessible. So I can use the back pocket of my cover as well. Now the A5 cover is like my dream cover that finally came out. It's this pinkish, almost lavender color with the gray interior. I really love that color combo. I've really been wanting one with a gray interior. So this was really pretty and it's an A5 size. So I'll do a video on how I set it up and what I end up putting in the card slots and all of that. This one's going to be really fun since this is a size that I really like to use. So they come with the 2 ribbons and then the 2 ends that are different shapes so that you can have the bookmarks in different areas. So I look forward to using this A5 or cousin size, and then I'll put this clear cover on it. I might slip in some pictures or things like that over time to kind of change it up. But that's the nice thing about having these clear covers and solid, because you can kind of change the design as you go. This A6, I wanted to make sure to protect, so I bought its very own cover on cover as well. This is the collaboration with MT, the masking tape or washi tape company from Japan. And this clear cover on cover for the A6 also has that sliding pocket. And it's going to go on top of this one, which is just so beautiful. Anyone who knows me knows how much I love washi tape. So for this particular cover, I got the gridded notebook to put inside of it to use as journaling as my change up for this year. Instead of ordering an A6 avec, I'm just going to use a small notebook. So here you can see MT is on it, and then they give us a little description card in here as well. One side is written in Japanese and then the other side is written in English. This one has 2 bookmarks as well, and those have the special shapes as well for the marks of the bottom of the bookmarks. And then they gave it a little extra sturdiness with this extra sheet of paper, cardboard inside to hold its shape during shipment. So it's a really, really cute cover. I love the feeling of the fabric, and just to make sure this exterior doesn't get dirty, I did buy that clear cover on cover to go on the front and back of this as well. Now to the section under the covers. This is getting into the actual notebooks themselves. Here is the A6. This is the gridded notebook. The thickness is about the same as the Avec. So the 6-month Avec from January to June or July through December, that's the thickness of this A6. The grid colors change slightly, but they're not super dark, so it's not very noticeable as you're flipping from one section to the next. It's very subtle, and it lays completely flat, just like the other Hobonichi notebooks. So that is really a beautiful fact about this book as well. And then this is the larger one. This is the A5, and so this is the one that's going to go in that pink and gray marshmallow cover that I purchased. So same thing, this one is a blank grid on the inside. And so just so you know, A6 is exactly half the size of A5. And if you doubled the size of an A5, you're going to have an A4 sheet of paper. So when you lay this completely out, completely flat, this A5 size is the same size as an A4 sheet of paper. So if you have any scrapbook pads that are an A4, you cut those sheets in half, they will fit perfectly right inside of this, just so you know. And then this pencil board, since I've never ordered an A5 before, I got this pencil board to use inside of that notebook. I already have the other sizes for my other notebooks, so this is the only pencil board I bought this year. So it's like that hot pink coral color on a dark brown. And so that'll work really well for my larger journal. In Japanese, we call it a shitajiki. It just prevents your pen or your pencil from pressing through and going into the other layers. Or like myself, if you're using paint or watercolor, it's not going to leak onto the next page. This one's actually for my husband. It's the navy version of the weeks. And why I loved it is the 2020 that's embossed in here, that's embossed in red. And it matches the red pen that comes with it. So I thought that would be a nice change up for him. He usually has black, so got him something with a little splash of color this year, since the bag he usually uses is black. Last year's was black on black. So this kind of adds a nice pop of color inside of his bag. He uses this notebook every week as well. So this is this year's pen. Again, it has those 3 colors, and you can see side by side how beautiful it looks with this navy version of the weeks this year. And he can carry that in his bag. The colors on the pen are the standard red, blue, and black ink colors, and they are refillable. So just as a review, here are the A5 and the A6 of the gridded notebooks. No quotes, no numbers, not dated, just completely blank. And then this is the 2020 weeks in navy. The A5 marshmallow cover, my first A5 color cover with the gray interior. And this is how the 2 sizes compare when you overlap the A6 with the A5 covers. And my favorite cover to date, because it imitates washi tape, is the MT cover design. So I just wanted to share with you a couple more things, in particular about these 2 notebooks. So like I showed in the video, they lay completely flat, and what's beautiful, they are completely blank with just grid. Now they have 4 different colors of grid, but they're very, very subtle. So that's nice. But the thickness, I took out, I have this A6 avec from last year. So the original, that is January through June, so that's the 6th month. You'll notice they are exactly the same size and they're the same thickness. So if you're used to using the 6 month, let's see if the grid will show up at all on here. I don't know. If you're used to using the 6 month avec in your A6 or also your cousin, then that's what the equivalent of these newer notebooks that are blank, just the gridded notebooks, are going to feel like to you in comparison to what you're already accustomed to using. Same thing goes for the A5. So it's about the same thickness as well. It's just bigger because it's the A5 size. So I really love that about these. That means if I decide to do like the junk journaling style in these and I add a whole bunch of stuff, they're going to fit in my covers because this is like the 6 month size of the avec instead of the big thick 12 month style of the whole year. Now in comparison to the weeks, here's the weeks. So here's one of my weeks from 2016. And if I hold this, it practically fits right within that cover. So it's the same thickness as the weeks. Of course, it's shorter because that's an A6, but it's the same thickness as what you're used to on the weeks if you usually have the weeks. So I hope that helps you out if you decide that you want to try out these little notebooks. What's great is they are still the Tomoe River paper. They are completely blank. Yay! No quotes, no dates, no obligation, just free, clean journaling. So I'm really happy that they came out with those books over this past year, and I'm really excited to try those. Oh, about my covers, let me get those. If you've watched my channel long enough, you know how much I love washi tape. So this is actually a very textured cover. I wanted to give you more of a close-up of it. It has stitching, it's just beautiful. But also because of this light color, I did decide to get the cover on cover, even though I know I'm not going to be able to feel it every day if I cover it, but at least it won't get dirty. So my cover on cover is going to go on it like so. And then, of course, my dear Heather knows me well, and I love pink. So this is the combination I have been waiting for years. Pink outside, gray inside. So this fall, you'll probably notice I have a lot of like pink sweaters and gray shawls, gray beanies. I love gray. So really happy, pink and gray, those are my colors. So really excited about that. That is what my A5, this is my first A5 that I've ever purchased. This one was called Marshmallow. My last real love this year is the manga, the cartoon that comes with the Hobonichi planners this year, whether you order the weeks or the avec or the cousin, whatever you order, if it's planner, it's going to come with this. So here she's saying, "Kore nani?" That means, what is this? And in essence, this whole story is about exactly how most of us want to use our Hobonichi. She's asking what it is and how it's used, and she's going through her day with she sees a sakura tree or cherry blossom tree, and then she eats some ice cream, and then she has some other desserts and foods. And so she's discussing with her mom at the end of the day of what she's going to journal in her Hobonichi. So, and there's a picture of her with her Hobonichi actually journaling it. So how cute is it that we can actually use these within our journal, and it's actually Hobonichi related. So I really, really love the cartoon this year. It is so fitting for what we do with our Hobonichi journals. All right, well, that's my first unboxing for Hobonichi 2020. The reason why I say my first unboxing is because I couldn't decide quite yet on which Hobonichi weeks I wanted. But I really loved this blue navy combo with the red pen for my husband because I really loved this blue for my husband. He usually likes black, but I try to add a little bit of variety into his life. But it's the navy, which he also really likes, the color navy. And this red is just spot on beautiful, and it matches this perfectly. So I have an extra cover on cover for the weeks that I had purchased last year. So I'm going to put that on here for him with the pen, and that's going to look like a sharp setup for him. He uses these a lot for his appointments and things. So I wanted to make sure to get him one for this year. And mine, I think I've finally picked it out. So I haven't decided if I'm going to just order it from Jet Pens and not pay the crazy shipping all the way from Japan. But I'm going to wait till November 1st and take another look on Hobonichi's website one more time before I make that final decision. All right, well, that's it for now. I look forward to seeing your videos. If you have a channel and you've also done an unboxing video, please let me know below. Like and subscribe, and let me know below so I can watch your video as well. I love watching all unboxing videos, even if I've seen the same object at least 100 times. So anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoy and love your Hobonichi as much as I do, and I'll be seeing you soon. If you're getting some Hobonichi this year as well, give this video a thumbs up and find me on social media and let me see how you're setting up your Hobonichi this year. I'll see you next time.